We can't control everything. There is a superpower. One minute your life is normal. The next minute it is not. You may have a disaster waiting round the corner. You carry on not giving a thought to what may be. You are the master of your destiny. Then something beyond your control happens. Your world gets all shook up. It may be a sudden unexpected heart attack to your wife, an earthquake shattering you, a sudden job loss, or a business disaster. You have no control over the event specific to you, but you do have the power to decide how to deal with it. The following 6 things you can control when dealing with an earth-shaking event. 1. Offer help to others. When you focus on someone else's emotional or physical needs instead of dwelling on what has happened to you. Also, you're too busy to think about what happened, and you feel a sense of accomplishment instead of hopelessness. Perhaps your earth-shaking event is your company closing, leaving all its employees jobless. You're rightfully devastated by the news, but you know you're capable of updating your resume to pursue a new job. What about the person who works beside you and has never written a resume before? Why not suggest you work together to prepare both resumes? Arrange to do mock interviews for each other. A trial run can help alleviate the nervousness, fine-tune your own skills, and could just outright make you laugh when you were at a time in your life when you needed most. 2. Look at the event as a not-so-gentle reminder. It is so easy to take your life and people you love for granted. When something shakes up your world, it might just be the reminder you need to appreciate everyone, including yourself. It is easy to perceive there are more important things to do rather than spend time with your loved ones. You don't have time to go for a walk or sit together and talk. You have to get the kids somewhere, or perhaps finish that report. And what about for yourself? When is the last time you took even a few minutes just for you? There's always tomorrow, right? When an earth-shaking event happens, be grateful for the reminder that you can't count on there being a tomorrow. Find the time for the people that matter to you, including yourself right now. Looking for the silver lining like this goes a long way toward helping you deal with it and returns a sense of control in a situation that you didn't initiate. 3. Respect and accept the strength of forces larger than yourself. The smartest people in the world with the best resources could never stop an earthquake from happening. Sometimes you need to accept that there are forces larger than you at play. Accepting that you simply cannot control everything is an integral part of dealing with difficulties. 4. Appreciate twists in the adventure. Limiting yourself in fear of what you can't control will do you no good. Appreciate the adventure of not knowing what might happen next. Roller coasters, bungee jumping, skydiving, and many other man-made attractions are put in place to give people an adrenaline rush, a sensation that while it is happening, you're out of control and terrified. The payoff is when it is over. Your heart is racing, your palms are sweating, and perhaps you're even feeling nauseous, but you did it. During the earthquake and after, I felt all those emotions and physical sensations. For days you can be paralyzed with the fear of it happening again. The more you give in to that, the more out of control you will feel. You may notice that your ability to carry out normal daily tasks was being hindered. With every aftershock you may become instantly sick to your stomach. You may feel that every muscle in my body is tense and experience a headache that would further limit your ability to function. You may notice that the aftershocks could continue for a month or more. You need to find a way to deal with the problems or disasters and gain back a sense of control. When the next aftershock hit, you may envision that you're on a roller coaster. You're relaxed into the motion instead of trying to fight it. While not 100% effective the first time, at least you can avoid a headache and losing hours of your day. By using this technique, you can get to the point that you could make it through an aftershock without any problem. By considering your earth-shattering event an adventure, you become a contender, no longer a victim holding yourself back. You regain control and are better prepared to find ways to get through it. 5. Consider how it helps you grow. Every experience is a life lesson. You will be wiser, emotionally stronger, and perhaps have some newfound knowledge or skill in an area you knew nothing about before. You and your family used to eat out all the time. But now, loss of a job means you no longer can afford to do that. At times you're not sure how you can even afford to make a meal at home. Out of necessity you get creative. You seek out recipes that are most economical, invent a few of your own. You were considering going back to school for retraining or learning something specific but had no idea what you would do. Maybe now you do have some idea of what to do and you start with basics. Some of the most successful entrepreneurs achieved their status from having to deal with a situation they had no control over. 6. Be proud of yourself. As you work through an earth-shaking event, give yourself credit for every step forward. By acknowledging your achievements, no matter how small, you regain trust in your ability to fix what you didn't break. You empower yourself to take the next step. Besides, the situation is beating you up enough, don't help it. Earth-shaking events will continue to happen in our lives. We have no control over that. But we do have the ability to control how we respond. While in the midst of such an event it may seem hopeless and unbeatable, but you can do it. Things happen every day. You can't spend your whole life trying to guard against something happening. If you do that, you've wasted your life, says Tony Stewart.